individual doctoral program, you need to think about your funding, because not all professors can fund your research in Germany. So where do you find funding in Germany? Well, like I mentioned earlier, Germany is a very online country. So many of the organizations that disperse funding to international students list it on their website. To find out these, you have to visit funding-guide.de. In addition to DAD, there are many other organizations, and you can find the list of scholarships. I must say here, it's generally for the field of research and PhD that you will find maximum scholarships. For masters, it's very less in comparison. You can also check with your university directly for scholarships. And of course, for Indian students, it's daddelhi.org. If you're a citizen of any other country, you can visit the DAD office or the website of that country of DAD for information of scholarships. Next, very common question, German language skills, is it necessary or not? Well, it could be, yeah. Okay. So German language skills will be required by the German universities if it is a part of the admission procedure. Not all of them ask for it. Yeah, if they ask for it, then you have to provide a proof. Otherwise also we suggest you please learn a basic German language skills before going to Germany. Next, this is a sample schedule. You can just have a look at it, but don't think this is a fixed schedule. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not the same for every German university. This is for winter intake. There is also summer intake in Germany. Yeah. Next is visa. Visa, you need to take care of it only after you have confirmed admissions, not before admissions. Yeah. So once you have confirmed admissions, you need to approach the consulate or the embassy depending on where you're residing. For example, residents of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu have to apply at the German consulate, Chennai, not Bangalore office. Okay. And you can visit the German consulate Chennai office website for the visa details and apply accordingly. So you would have noticed for visa, financial means was asked as a proof for visa processing. This is required for living expenses, yeah, because they're very high. As per the German government, 600 to 700 euros is required. It's a standard amount that the German government has kept for the students per month. Of course, it depends on you, your own living lifestyle, your expenses, depending on the city. There are a lot of criteria, but also keep in your mind 600 to 700 euros. And that's the reason why before you go, they ask for proof. Tuition fees, very common question. Why is there no tuition fee in Germany? Well, the tax money goes into tuition fees in Germany, and you as an international student also get the benefit of this. Yeah, because as per the laws there, education is free of cost. But there are universities which do have a tuition fee, but that depends on the university and the type of course that is being offered. Otherwise, you need to offer something known as semester fees. This is mandatory even for a German citizen. It is around 200 to 500 euros. Every 6 months you would have to pay this. And in this you will get your student ID card, your semester ticket, which allows you to travel for free within the location that you're staying. Yeah? Plus administration costs will be covered by this semester fees. So this money comes back to you. It's not going to the university. Part-time, when you get a student visa and you're residing in Germany, during your student time, it's automatically within your visa. You don't need to apply for a separate permit. You'll be allowed to do 120 full days or 240 half days in a year. This is the new law that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, it's a new law. As per that, your part-time has been increased. Previously, it was 90 days. Last year, this new law was implemented. Well, the German research landscape has been split into 3 areas. This graphical representation should show you. Yeah, there is a research in the form of fundamental research, applied sciences, and also at the industrial level as well, research going on. There are a lot of organizations. For now, we have listed only few of them. Yeah, if you visit researchexplorer.com, which the link will also find in our brochures, You can find a full listing of each and every organization. Well, just to give you a brief overview, many of you would have heard of, for example, Max Planck Society, Alexander von Humboldt, etc. Now, these are all research organizations, and probably you may be planning to do your PhD or some internship over there. Please note, these organizations are conducting research. They are not universities. Only universities can confer a degree, that is a PhD, etc. But you will find these names associated many times with integrated programs or masters. Don't panic. That is because they would have a tie-up with the university. So if you do your research there, you may not be stepping also to a university, but at the end you will be getting a degree. This is also normal in Germany. So like I mentioned earlier, the industrial research in Germany, many people think, okay, since it's an automobile company, for example, they'll be researching only on automobile. This is not true. Many companies, not only their end product, there are other activities also going on at the industry. So if you're planning just to do your internship or PhD or something, you can approach industries in Germany as well. Always the listing is on their website as well. Job opportunities, well, the stay-back option has also been increased in Germany. Until last year it was 1 year, now it has been extended to 18 months. In case you did not find a job in Germany, you can get a work permit. This is a law. Whether the person likes you in the counter or not is irrelevant. Yeah, you will be getting a work permit of 18 months, job permit, where you can do any sort of job, not only what you studied for. Or in case you find a job at the end of your studies, you will be getting a work permit as per whatever is mentioned in your contract. So these are some links that can help you in your search for studying in Germany. These are very important links, like I mentioned, the study-in.de, then the Hochschulkompass.de. If you have a doubt that this university exists or not in Germany, is it private, is it a public university? Normally this all information will be in the university website. In spite of that, if you have some confusion, you can visit Hochschulkompass.de. Or you're not planning to do your higher studies but would like to do a short-term course, there are also summer courses in Germany or even the German language courses. These are offered at, you can view them at dad.de/Sommerkurse. Here it will be at the university. It won't be at the institute, it will be at universities. So now we are open for questions. Sorry, I had to hurry up a bit since we had to keep within the schedule. So we have reached the questions. If you would like, I could even switch back to some slides that I have skipped fast or something like that. Yes, any questions? Yes?
Is there any priority for funding that we need to have some application?
This is for which course?
PhD.
For PhD. Well, we don't like make it mandatory, but it is a part in, if you see our eligibility requirements on our website, you will note that it is written there, any papers or any publications or any journals that you have written or participated, any events, this all needs to be mentioned, because obviously we will give preference to somebody who has such kind of a background, any proof in a research background. Yes? Yes, sir?
Can you please give me some information on medicine process like in India?
First and foremost, yes, please sit. Well, first and foremost, medicine in Germany is completely taught in the German language. This is one course they haven't changed. It is still being offered in the German language, and probably it won't also in the future. At least I don't know as of now. And also, second of all, currently our schooling is also not accepted from India. Yeah, so first of all, if you still would like to pursue medicine in Germany, it is still possible. It's not impossible. Yeah, you need to contact either the medical council in Germany or directly the universities, and they will give you step-by-step procedure as to how you can go ahead with the admissions. But you would have to keep in mind your child would be studying in the German language because the patients are Germans, meant to be Germans. It may be any other nationality, but it is still Germany. Okay. Yes. Yes, please. Okay. It is a very good question. If you are already a PhD student here and if you're registered here at any of the Indian universities, we have a funding for this. Please visit our website. This is known as Sandwich PhD program. If you get our funding, you can do 1 year. Please note only 1 year maximum. Lesser than that, we don't agree also from our side. 1 year you can conduct your PhD in Germany. Yeah? We need an invitation from your host professor in a German institution. Yeah? You can find the details in our website.
If I may just quickly add to that, you're right, we have the sandwich model, which is up to 1 year. In addition, there's also possibility of a short-term visit, so up to 3 months.
Yes, sir.
Indian universities accepts master's degree for a doctoral program in Indian universities.
Sir, you're asking about India. This is about Germany.
Yeah, the husband does his master's degree in Germany.
Yes.
He wants to
Come back and do his doctoral program.
do they accept it?
Well, they do accept because Germany and India have a MOU between the two countries. That's the reason why our bachelor degree from here is recognized in Germany and from there vice versa. So that's why, if at all you have any problem when you come back, you can approach AIU. They'll give you a equivalence certificate as well. There is no problem. There are a lot of students doing that. Yes, any other question? Then goes to Germany, you need to take a health insurance in Germany. Yeah, this will vary 60 to 70 euros depending on what plan you go for. It's also given at the back of our brochures, but if you're not, yes, please click that. Yeah. So we have our offices even in Mumbai, in Pune, Chennai, and Bangalore. We can be reached over email, and also our phone numbers are available in the DAD Delhi website. Yeah, so you can contact us. There is no office currently in Hyderabad. Okay then, thank you very much.